Hi, it's Jay again from the ThunderBassist channel. Today I want to talk about keeping the bass quiet, muting techniques. When I first started to play the bass just over 3 years ago, I didn't know about muting techniques. I just started to play what I heard and it didn't sound very well. Of course it didn't, because some strings were resonating where they shouldn't. So I stopped playing and I started to learn muting techniques, just by practicing half an hour to 1 hour a day, finding the right technique to mute. Why do strings resonate? They share the same bridge, they share the same nuts, they share woodwork and they share magnetic pickups. So if one string vibrates, it might induce some of that energy in another string via the bridge, through magnetic coupling, or the nuts, or the woodwork, or a combination. If we play a note which is a harmonic of another string, the other string will also vibrate. So that's not a problem with your bass, it's just physics. We call that sympathetic resonance. I'll give you an example. Let's play an E on the A string and let's listen to what this E string starts to do. You see, I stop the A string and you hear the E string. It just started resonating. Not all by itself, but through the construction, as I just explained. Again, we do not want that to happen. So it has to be muted. Well, as I'm playing with my fingers, I can use my thumb to mute this E string. This sounds a lot better. It stops when I want to stop it. As opposed to this. This is sounding sloppy. Muting techniques. Well, I use the thumb for this lower string. I can do the same if I go to the D string, 7th fret again, playing in high E, A. And now we hear the A string. There we go. You hear? That's it. Well, muting the same way. But my thumb is here anyway, so why shouldn't I mute both lower strings by placing it in between? Both strings keep quiet. I could also use what we call floating thumb technique. So I place the thumb on top of both strings, just place it on top. I don't push them down, just place the thumb on top, and then I can do the same. It's a matter of preference. I prefer to plant it between the strings. For me that's a better playing position. Also on the other pickup, of course, or wherever I like to play. Doesn't matter. I still keep muting. So that's very simple. Just mute a few strings at a time. I go to the G string. I'm hitting G string on the bass, of course. And well, the same, of course. D is resonating. So I should also mute it. Well, in that case, it might be more practical to use the floating thumb. However, this works as well, and my pinky could also mute this E string. And there are also other means to mute it. So lower strings, not lower on the bass, but lower notes, can be easily muted, as long as you play with the fingers. If you use a pick, it's different, because then the thumb is being used with a pick. Then we use the palm of the hand, and sometimes fingers of the other hand, to mute the strings. But first, I want to explain how to mute the higher strings. That also happens. If for some reason I play the 5th fret on the E string, then I produce an A, which is the string below. The same happens. Sympathetic resonance. It can be heard, and we don't like that. So this one should be muted. Well, I can try to mute it this way and play with the thumb. That's not very comfortable. So we could better apply another method. My fingers are here anyway. I'm fretting on the 5th. Why shouldn't I rest another finger on this A string? Just rest. Not press it down, but rest on this string. There we go. Perfect. But we have to be careful where we rest our finger on a string in order to mute it. If we take the wrong position, you'll get this. 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 Harmonics. If we divide the string like 2 equal halves, you'll hear the 2nd harmonic, the double frequency. And if we divide it at other positions, 7th, 5th fret, you'll hear harmonics as well. 18, 24, it is not on my bass, it should be somewhere here. So those places cannot be used for muting. Well, we have to bear that in mind, and just by practicing, everything will be alright. And you will be able, well, just to play whatever you like and still sound good. Well, thank you all very much for your attention for this short video. Till next time, bye for now.